Good afternoon, Hatter fans. We are here today with Stetson head women's soccer coach Julie Orlowski as we preview the 2011 Stetson Hatters women's soccer team. Coach, the players have been back in town for a few days, practicing, getting after it on the field. What's it like to have the players back in town?
Oh, it's great to have everybody back. It's a really exciting time of year. You know, with the way our jobs work, you work really hard, you get your commitments, you get everything all lined up, and you prepare, and then you sit around and wait for 4 months for everybody to come back. So it's been great having everybody here, getting to know our new personalities, and having everything come together has been a lot of fun.
Any interesting developments from the first couple of days of camp? Any players really open your eyes with how they've been playing lately?
Well, we have, I think, 12 new players in camp this fall. So watching them mesh with returning players is always something. There's always surprises in there. I think the freshman class as a whole really came in fit, and they're all really looking like they have the potential to make an impact right away. And I think that's a really exciting thing to see day in and day out, and see how their maturation process goes over the next couple of weeks is a really exciting thing to watch.
As you just alluded to, you have a young team, some graduation losses from 2010 that really changed the face of the roster. What are your goals and expectations for 2011 based on that?
Well, our goals are always very high. We want to play in the conference tournament final this year. That is always a consistent goal for our program. But I would say our first goal is to continue our streak of 8 years in a row making the conference tournament, because you have to make the tournament, of course, in order to get to the final. So we're looking for our pre-conference matches just to grow every game and get better as a team and as a unit, and to create our identity over the next couple of weeks so that we're ready to hit our stride when conference play starts. And then take it as it comes from there and make the tournament, and then see if we can get as deep as we can into the tournament and hopefully surprise a few people.
All right, that sounds good. And about our schedule for this season, the conference slate drops to, I believe, 9 opponents this season, with Campbell departing for the Big South. Are there any matches? Your non-conference schedule is very interesting, with some trips to New York, to North Carolina. Anything you're really looking forward to playing, getting on the field against?
Well, we're just looking forward right now to playing somebody other than ourselves. Coming in this early, we actually have 2 games before school even starts, which is a great thing when you consider how young we are. It gives us a lot of time together where our focus can really be on soccer, before we have to open the books and go to classes. So that's been fortunate. But going such a long time without playing against somebody else, that can be kind of wearing after a while. So getting out on the field and playing against someone in a different color uniform would be a nice thing. We're looking forward to every game, because just to see what we bring to the table, to see how we can grow. The exciting thing on our schedule is we start off, with the big boys right off the bat, with UNF, which we played last year in the conference tournament, JU, which played in the conference tournament final, and then Florida Gulf Coast, which is projected as #1 team in our conference right now. So our first 3 conference games right off the bat are against 3 big boys. And then we come back with Kennesaw State and Mercer, which, if you were going to look at probably, top 5 of the top 6 teams in our conference, will be playing in our first 3 conference weekends. So we need to hit the ground running when conference play happens, and I think that our pre-conference schedule will allow us to do that, to have some strong challenges, to play a little bit above ourselves in some areas, but also play in some games that should be able to teach us how to battle for a victory.
All right, the Stetson women's soccer team opens the season with its first exhibition game Friday at 7:30 at the Stetson Soccer Complex against Brevard Community College. The regular season opener will be Friday, August 19th, that's 1 week, August 19th at 7 p.m. against FIU. Thank you so much for your time, Coach Orlowski, and go Hatters!